welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about two Bates sisters whose summer vacation posts ended up sparking much bigger conversations than anyone expected. What started as simple family updates quickly turned into heated online debates, with Katie Clark facing questions about her changing image, while Carlin Stewart's Disney trip left many viewers focused on something completely different. Why are so many people analyzing these photos so closely? And how did a few vacation snapshots turn into some of the most talked about discussions among Bates family followers? In this video, we're breaking down the reactions, the criticism, and the very different concerns that have people talking about Katie and Carlin right now. Let's get into it. Katie Clark recently shared a series of Instagram stories from Ocean City, New Jersey. Most of the content centered around family life and simple summer moments. There were beach views, sunsets, boardwalk activities, and plenty of time spent with Travis Clark, Haley, and Harvey. The overall tone of the posts felt relaxed, grateful, and family-oriented. Anyone scrolling through the stories would likely have seen them as a collection of happy vacation memories rather than anything controversial. However, online forums quickly locked onto one particular photo instead of the vacation as a whole. The image showed Katie on the beach wearing a white USA sweatshirt paired with red bikini bottoms. Almost immediately, that single photo became the center of attention. Discussions about Ocean City, family time, and summer adventures suddenly faded into the background. Instead, commenters began debating what they believed the image represented about Katie's personal evolution and whether it reflected a much larger change taking place in her life. For some followers, the photo was simply a sign of confidence. They argued that Katie looked comfortable in her own skin and was enjoying a beach vacation like countless other women her age. These supporters questioned why so many people seemed determined to turn a normal beach photo into something deeper. They pointed out that Katie is an adult, a wife, and a mother who is fully capable of making her own choices. In their eyes, the reaction revealed more about the expectations placed on Katie than it did about the photo itself. Others saw the situation very differently. Critics focused on how dramatically they felt Katie's public image had changed over the years. Many compared her current appearance to the more conservative image she maintained for much of her life. As the discussion continued, some users began connecting the photo to broader conversations about family dynamics, personal freedom, and even recent challenges that have surrounded her family. While none of those theories were backed by evidence, they quickly became a major part of the conversation and helped keep the debate alive. What makes the reaction especially interesting is how one photo managed to overshadow everything else Katie shared. The majority of her stories highlighted family activities, time with her children, and peaceful moments by the ocean. Yet many online commenters barely discussed any of that. Instead, the entire conversation revolved around a single image and what people believed it symbolized. Was the photo truly controversial, or were viewers simply struggling to separate today's Katie from the version they thought they already knew? While Katie's vacation sparked conversations about image and identity, Carlin Stewart's Disney trip generated a completely different response. Carlin shared photos and videos from Disney World with Evan Stewart and their 3 children, documenting what appeared to be a packed family adventure. There were rides, attractions, family moments, and the kind of content many parents naturally share during a major vacation. But once again, one particular image ended up driving most of the discussion. The photo showed Zayd sitting on Carlin's shoulders, Layla sitting on Evan's shoulders, and baby Navy being carried. To some viewers, it looked like a family winding down after a long day at Disney. To others, it looked like 3 exhausted children trying to keep up with an intense schedule. The fact that all 3 children were being carried at the same time immediately caught the attention of forum users. Before long, the focus shifted away from Disney itself and toward concerns about the children's energy levels and overall well-being. Zayd quickly became one of the biggest talking points. Several commenters pointed out that he appeared tired and unusually subdued. Rather than seeing a child excited by a Disney vacation, some viewers felt they were looking at a child who had simply reached his limit. Layla also drew attention because she appeared quiet and less expressive than many followers expected. Meanwhile, Navy became the subject of additional scrutiny as users debated whether she also appeared exhausted after what seemed to be a very long day. Those observations soon evolved into a much larger discussion about parenting and content creation. Critics argued that the Stewart family often maintains a packed schedule filled with travel, activities, and social media updates. Some questioned whether the children's needs were always being prioritized over creating content. Others suggested that Disney appeared to be more enjoyable for the parents than for the children. The criticism was direct, and in some cases harsh, with several commenters insisting that the children looked like they needed rest more than another photo opportunity. Not everyone agreed with that interpretation. A number of users pushed back against the criticism and argued that Disney World is exhausting for almost everyone. Families frequently stay out late for fireworks, parades, and nighttime entertainment because they want to maximize the experience. Children falling asleep, looking tired, or needing to be carried at the end of the day is hardly unusual. Supporters also pointed out that one photograph captures only a brief moment and cannot accurately represent an entire vacation. When the reactions to Katie and Carlin are placed side by side, the contrast becomes impossible to ignore. In Katie's case, the conversation centered almost entirely on Katie herself. Commenters focused on her appearance, her confidence, her clothing choices, and what they believed those choices might mean. In Carlin's case, the discussion shifted away from the adults and focused almost entirely on the children. The debate revolved around parenting decisions, family schedules, and the impact of sharing so much family life online. That difference says a lot about how audiences engage with influencers and reality television personalities today. Followers are no longer just reacting to the content that is shared. They are actively searching for larger stories hidden within every photo and video. A beach picture becomes a conversation about personal identity. A Disney snapshot becomes a debate about parenting. Sometimes those conversations are thoughtful. Other times they are built almost entirely on assumptions and speculation. At the end of the day, both Katie and Carlin appeared to be sharing what they likely viewed as happy family memories. Yet the reactions they received reveal just how closely every detail of their lives is examined online. Whether it is a beach photo that sparks questions about personal change or a Disney image that raises concerns about exhausted children, viewers often see far more than the moment itself. And as these two stories demonstrate, sometimes a single photo is all it takes to completely change the conversation. And that's a wrap on this latest discussion surrounding Katie Clark and Carlin Stewart's summer vacation posts. What began as family memories ended up creating two very different conversations, and the reactions online have certainly been impossible to ignore. So what do you think about the concerns being raised? Are people reading too much into a few photos, or do some of these criticisms deserve a closer look? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below because we'd love to hear where you stand on this debate. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest Bates family updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.